that last one was brutal. Like my nose is not.
Welcome to the show Hot Nugs with the hot questions and even hotter nuggets. Today I'm joined by Mr. Pschorr.
Greetings, everyone.
How you doing today, Mr. Pschorr?
Well, I was doing good, but yeah, by the look of things right here, I'll let you know at the end.
So, you're familiar with the show?
I am familiar with the show. I am.
How do you deal with spicy food? What's your tolerance at?
Well, maybe the first two nuggets might be good, but you know, I would be lying if I'm not nervous if after I get past the third one, 4, 5, and 6 look a little brutal. Just the smell and the color alone.
So you see the lineup we have in front of us?
I do not want to see. I did, but I do not want to look. I do not want to look at a label. But yes, I do see the lineup there. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we should start with the first one.
Okay.
You want cheers?
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers. I mean, you just went right for the whole thing,
Yeah.
huh? I'm going to ease in a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Go feel for it.
Not bad.
It's a little sweet.
Get a little bit on the back end.
You feel a little bit on your tongue, right?
Yeah, tongue, lips, yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's why I went for the whole thing. Because if you bite down with your lips, you're gonna feel it. Especially for that one.
Okay, it's a good. It's a good trick right there.
So, I've heard you spent some years lifeguarding at Ortley Beach.
Man, someone did their research around here. Wow, I did. I did about 20 years at Ortley Beach. I did.
So, being there, what would you say, like, what your most bizarre or like weird experience on the stand would be?
You know what? The one thing that always amazed me was on any given day, the people that would get lost. So we would either find lost kids, or lost kids would come up to the lifeguard stand, and it would be crazy how far they would walk. Because sometimes it's like within the general vicinity, but there's been times that it's been...
You go all the way down the beach.
It could be like all the way down. The way that it works, it's like usually like Seaside Heights, then Ortley, Lavalette, and so on and so forth. I mean, we've had kids that were on the end of the Lavalette, Seaside, you know, just get walking with the wind. So that was like something like, man, how do you drift? Or like, how do you walk, far? Seen a lot of cool stuff in terms of like, you know, ocean life, things that you would never see, you know, dolphins, whales, porpoises. You know, it gets a little freaky when you have to swim out a little bit far. Like you got to pass 100 yards and it's just like dark ocean. You're like, oh boy.
Can't see the bottom.
Yeah, it's better. Like, I don't need goggles at this point. Don't want to stay with you on me.
All right, want to head into the next one?
All right, well, I like the garlic part.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily, when I hear Fuego, it's not necessarily something that I'm, all right. Are we cheersing again on this one?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go. Okay.
That one's, you get the garlic. That one's not bad.
Garlic.
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Good.
Not that spicy.
All right, I'm good.
You finished that one.
You did. Just go for it. You notice the plate, like the color changes in here. Like I feel like I said 5 and 6, whatever that is. I feel like
it's a little dramatic,
I feel that's a bad
like
spot.
These three look the same.
The first two, we started off good.
So getting into the principal part of it, you're known for your kind of outrageous pep rallies. What goes into like planning one?
Oh man. Well, in all honesty, I remember years ago, because when I first became principal, like there wasn't, you know, pep rallies or things like that. There may have been beforehand, but I don't, as a teacher, I don't necessarily remember any of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Someone ran past the idea, we're like, all right, we'll give it a shot. And honestly, I think I do my best thinking about a day before the pep rally. So it may look elaborate, but it is like last minute, just like, okay.
Whatever comes together.
Yeah, like you're driving home, on my commute home, I'm like, I wonder if we could do this. Yeah. Or, oh, I wonder if I could, you know, get a motorcycle. Yeah. And then it's like the next 24 to 48 hours trying to figure out if I can get all this stuff, you know, kind of done. So people have been very generous and helped out a lot, and it's kind of taken on, you know, a life of its own a little bit. But yeah, we we had it fun. But there, in all honesty, like there is like no elaborate planning.
Yeah,
What are we doing for?
yeah.
What are we doing for? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Driving home, and it'd be like, you know, I watched WWE the night before, like Monday Night Raw. I was like, oh, you know,
Yeah.
can I get lasers?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Is there like any memorable years that stand out to you?
Honestly, every year, I feel like has been nothing like overwhelming. I think every year is different.
Yeah.
People become, you know, more involved. Kind of my stance now, like, you know, they started and people have an idea. I would like it at some point to be, you know, kind of like the students like take a little bit more. I'll be there to facilitate the chaos.
Yeah,
or
just
do
in
what
case,
you know what you need to get done. But every year, and I got to be honest with you, it's come to where now, like, hey, you know, like for example, this year, this is no lie, actually had someone come up to me like, hey, for the, you know, winter pep rally, would you like to use my horse to ride out? And
you take them up on it?
Well, listen, I did think about it.
Yeah.
And I came to the conclusion, probably not a good idea to, you know, bring a horse into the gym with 500 7th and 8th graders.
Yeah.
You know, don't know how that would react, but the people were like, oh, hey, I have this, I can do this. I had one of our 8th graders just show me like a little mini bike. He's like, hey, you can use it, like, you know, for next year. So every year people come up with ideas, and
and just build it.
You know, every year they kind of have their own kind of theme in life of, you know, their own. So they're a lot of fun.
They make them sound worse than they are.
Yeah, but possibly.
Possibly.
If I look at that bottle, is there like a rating on it?
They are in order. There's numbers on the back. That one says 6.
8,740 Scoville.
So I think that's a big jump from this one. This
Wonderful.
one is 3493.
Okay,
so
that's
we're doubling it.
That's a pretty significant jump.
Yeah. All right.
And the thing is like coated with it too. There's not even like a nibble you can like ease into it on.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right.
I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
You just one bite, huh? Impressive. All right.
That one's sweet too. And you can feel that one.
Yeah.
That one's just on my tongue.
It took a second, but
Yeah,
there it is.
took a second, right? It was sweet at first, and then it got hot.
Oh God, there's 3 more.
You got water, milk.
Oh man.
Now, when you swallow, it starts to hit the back of your throat too.
Yeah, there's a tingle.
Yeah, slight little tingle. I like the sweet. Ooh. I like the sweetness though.
Wow.
Sweetness is good.
Whew, that does have a little tingle to it. It does.
Just water for now.
I don't know. And is there a technique? Is it better for water? Is it better milk?
It's better milk. It is better milk. When it gets too hot, I'd take the milk. Yeah.
Let's give the milk a shot.
Should save a little bit.
All right.
Maybe.
Still a little tingling. Let's be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oof.
It'll stay for a little bit.
Awesome. Well, that's great.
Especially the last one.
Yeah. Well, listen. I'm starting to sweat here a little bit, literally and figuratively.
So, as being the principal of a middle school, you know that middle school can be a pretty turbulent time in kids' lives. If you had to give any advice to your own middle school self, what would you say?
Gosh, my own man. Let me see if I can remember back to my own middle school self. I think. Well, listen. For me, I got to be honest with you. In my entire educational career has been at the junior high level. So way back in the day, there was like 1 or 2 days I substituted at a high school, you know, when I was kind of going back. But my entire time has been at the middle school level.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that age.
Yeah.
You know, with that being said, yeah, it's that time. It's
a
middle
lot.
school.
Yeah.
But completely, you know, love working with with that age. To be my middle school self, I think just to be, you know, the things we talk about, all of our students, whether junior high school or high school, is, you know, to be nice, to be kind, take things seriously. You know, the decisions you make now may, good or bad, impact you, you know, high school. And sometimes it's very difficult when you're that age to be like, oh, like if I do something, how is it going to impact me when I'm a sophomore or a junior?
Yep.
And that there are people, you know, there to help you, whether it's teachers, guidance counselors, be honest. Just be a good overall person.
Yeah.
But with that being said, have fun, do what you need to do. Enjoy school, enjoy your friends.
Yeah, while you're there.
Get involved in as much as you can. Whether it be drama, clubs, sports. When you get to the high school, obviously there's more stuff you can do it there. And just think, whether it's the armed services, college, you could have, VO. Just keep working hard.
Yeah.
Have goals, set them. It's going to take a little bit of work, but if you continue to work hard, good things will come.
Yeah. I think I'd say the same to myself about like the getting involved. Like I didn't start playing sports until high school.
Yeah.
So I'd say if I was talking to my middle school self, it'd probably be to get involved and do more things with my free time.
Yeah, and take things seriously.
Yeah.
Try to do your best in school, around the house, in your community.
And it'll make you a better person overall.
Yeah. And enjoy being a kid as much as you can. When you get older, high school, things get a little bit more, there's more responsibilities.
Yeah.
You start to drive, you got to start thinking about college. What's life like after high school? But I think in general is just to be, the best person that you can possibly be. And if you do make a mistake, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah.
Ghost pepper. I don't even know what a ghost pepper is. I just hear the term and I feel like that's bad.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too...
I hear ghost pepper, that's not good.
Yeah, not good. You want to check the Scoville?
This is 11,000.
Yeah, what were we just at? We were
8,000.
Yeah, we were just at 8,000.
Oh, God.
Well, that's only like one of these, so... Oh, I was...
That's not even
It's not
appetizing.
Nice. Not nice.
No.
All right, oh, you ready? Let's do it. Cheers.
Here we go. Oh, man.
I'm not gonna wipe and bite this one. Ooh, that's quick.
Oh.
I don't really taste it that much. It's just hot. Like it has really no flavor.
Wow. Yeah,
It's a little sweet.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that did.
I think it's a little tingle first.
A little tingle. A little slap in the face on that one. I would agree. Not too much taste on that one, but watch out, baby.
But,
we're gonna, singe your tongue on this one. Man.
Still have two more.
I feel like if I don't finish it, then I'm like kind of copping out.
Yeah, I think we have to finish all.
Especially you, man. You're going one bite and done. Oh wow. Ooh. Okay. That one doesn't go away quick either.
Yeah, so I understand that you're a pretty avid cyclist.
I do. I enjoy cycling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you had to compare the school year to a biking route, what would you say would be like the uphill climb, the downward, and then just the flat stretch?
Great question, by the way. Well, I think in the beginning, you get the excitement of the new school year. So you get to welcome back the 8th graders. You get to welcome in the brand new Wildcats, and it's still kind of new to them. Where the 8th graders have
still find their way around. Yeah.
So I think that's the start. So you it's a nice easy kind of roll out. You get those first few days going. Have your first dance. Usually sports are starting up at that point. Pep rally. You kind of set the foundation, set the tone. That we're going to have the best year that we possibly can, have a fun year. You start to make that kind of gradual, because the first part of the year is so weird, because you start school and before you know it, we're at Christmas break, because October comes, November traditionally
got a couple days off.
We have teachers break, then we have Thanksgiving, then you're back, and
for a little bit.
You kind of get that excitement that it's the holidays, whatever, and then we're off for. So I would say that's your
start of the year.
Your start of the year.
Yeah.
Get back from Christmas break. So this would be the from January. There might be a few days in here Like now we're getting in, you know, we're starting to make the climb. We're at like 8, 9, 10, 11%. We're at the Mont Ventoux of things. For anyone that doesn't know, it's a very popular climb in the Tour de France. So you get that long stretch between end of Christmas to kind of basically spring break.
Yeah, like spring
There's a few
break.
days,
Yeah, a couple days off.
You know, a few days off here and there, a few little things, you know, kind of spattered. If you take like this year, for example, like spring break was late.
Yeah, really
So,
late.
you know, now I would say we're kind of like, we're there, we're at the peak.
Yeah,
And then you have that
Now
kind
we're
of
going-
fast descent. And then after spring break, that's like,
you're like winding down.
It's like, I feel like, you know, Game of Thrones, right? Breathe fire on that one. You know, this is the fast descent. 35, at the time of this, what are we, like 35 days left of school? And there's a ton of stuff. Dances, welcome Wildcats, you know, awards night, you know, and then before you know it's you know, we're
summertime.
We're back at
Back at
flat level.
right at the start.
And then, you know, recharge over the summertime, enjoy summer and all that has to bring, and you know, getting ready to recharge, and like I said, the excitement of a new school year.
You still feel that one? I think it kind of went away for me.
I'm doing my best not to overly show like how weak I am, and it's like, you know, but yeah, it's the.
You think you're ready for the next one?
Nope,
You wanna...
I am not ready at all. I got to be honest with you, the small bottle intimidates me. I feel like that's saying, watch out.
Yeah, definitely. As they get hotter, the bottles just get smaller and smaller.
You guys got to kid me on this one, right?
Doubled it, right?
I don't remember. My brain hurts from the last one. 25,000 Scoville. All right.
Ready?
Yep. Let's party.
Yeah, let's share this one.
Oh, dude, the smell. Yeah, doesn't even. Yeah.
You traveled to some pretty incredible places over the years as a chaperone.
I have.
If you had to take one class to one place in the world, where do you think it would be and why?
Oh man, can I give you two?
Yeah.
Two that stick out the most. Wow, man, that does not stop either, huh? That's just there, like, hey.
Starting to sweat.
It's awful. So the two places that stick out first. So yes, way back in the day, I was lucky enough with other staff members here at Pinelands to chaperone trips to Europe for a few summers. The two places that instantaneously stick out for me are number one, Switzerland, and two, Italy.
Yeah, Switzerland's really nice.
Beautiful.
I like the mountains and stuff. It's really nice in there.
Beautiful. Absolutely picturesque, you know, just seeing cultures, like you said, mountains, architecture, learning about it. And Italy was, you know, amazing. All the parts of Italy we went to. Man, that just doesn't stop.
Yeah, right? It's like building a little bit.
Really, man. Whew. Building. Whew.
I feel it on my tongue a lot. It's not even like my throat. Yeah.
It's
Really?
Yeah, it's back in my throat, my
Yeah.
esophagus, right down like into my belly.
All the way down.
Yep.
All right, you ready for the last one?
Oh man, I don't know. Come on, that's like we just jumped like 4 times. 130,000 on the Scoville. That's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I think that's the hottest one I've had. Like, you like
Lab
the color?
tested at 135,600 Scoville. Wicked beyond belief. That's not even like a subtle jump.
Wicked.
Like this one, like it hurts to take in air on this one.
So, you ready?
I am nervous. I got to be honest with you. This perhaps might be, the hottest one that anything that I've ever eaten.
I think me too.
Ah, dude, the color doesn't even look good.
It's like black. Oh, you picked it up.
Oh God, this smells awful.
You ready?
No.
Let's do it.
I can see everyone over to my left got their hands on their heads like, what are you gunning into? That's awful. Oh my God.
Doesn't even taste good.
Oh my God, wow.
What are you feeling?
feel nothing right now. Everything is like kind of numb. Oh my God, wow. Oh.
So you've experienced a lot of change over the years. You said 20 years teaching and
No, this is my 27th year.
just principal.
13. Oh my God, wow. Are you kidding me right now? Holy macaroni. 27 years total at the junior high. Oh.
So that being said, you've definitely experienced a lot of change over the years. But what's one change you think you still struggle with, but what's one that's been for the better?
I think the first thing is to change my body chemistry after that one, because that is, that is hot. Wait, that's not even like, everything is numb. All right, wow. So, man, I can't even like.
Can't even think, right? Just,
Oh man. So, I think what I have seen over my 27 years is that from year to year to year, when I started, whatever it was, whatever year that was, things have just gotten better in terms of, everything. We've come a long way, whether it's upgrading the buildings, technology, classes that we offer. I think when you take a look and you take a drive down Nugenttown Road and you see our campus, I've been to a lot of different places. We have a beautiful campus, and I've always said in all my years here, I will put our kids up against anyone, because I feel like we have great students, great student athletes. We just have great kids. We really do. So I've just seen a tremendous amount of progression in all of my years here, and I think it's going to continue to be that way as long as I'm here. After I'm gone, it's in a very good place. I think one of the biggest struggles that I have seen, at least dealing at the junior high school, is with technology and phones, because that's been a whole new element the last, figure, wow, man, that just doesn't stop, does it? Wow. With that, so say, the last 8 or 10 years, because when I was first teaching here, assistant principal, like, phones weren't necessarily a thing. And if you would, it was like, a little, so I think that's something that we still try to figure out, and all that kind of brings. So just the technology aspect, because whether it's phones, technology, AI,
how you incorporate it all, right?
Just how you incorporate it and how it affects the life of individuals now. Wasn't something like that years ago, where now it's a thing. It's a big thing. Yeah,
definitely shifting from textbooks to laptops and all that.
The Chromebooks, that's a whole nother thing too. And it's weird, because way back in the day, like, junior high school kids used to come in, they used to decorate their locker. They used to have this. They used to have all kinds of different things in there. You don't really even use a locker anymore.
Yeah,
they do.
I don't really use my locker.
Right, because everything kind of is on the Chromebook and notebooks and things like that. So that's definitely been a change. But yeah, the Chromebooks, that is a added addition now to everyday education life. But I'm talking about like the personal devices. Wow, wow.
Yeah, you swallow wrong, you just feel it again. Feel it all over again.
You do. It's just it's almost like like a.
Yeah.
Actually, is called the bomb went off down below, and now it's like, wow.
Coming back up. Well, with that being said, you survived the dinos of death.
I don't know how much. I am putting on a great face right now, because I'm like, man, wow, that last one was brutal. Like my nose,
it's a big jump.
Like my nose is running a little bit.
Well, thank you for coming today.
No, this was a blast. I appreciate it. Thanks for the offer.
We have camera 1 and camera 2. If there's any wisdom or vital things you think people should know, student or adult, you're free to tell them.
Well, listen, I appreciate that. Again, thank you for allowing me to be part of this. I really cannot feel anything, lips, tongue, esophagus, any of that. The stomach is taking care of that. I appreciate you guys reaching out, and for me being a part of this. Thank you guys so much for that. You guys do an amazing job over here. There's nothing really, I'm not really the most wisest of people, so I would just continue, like I said, I think I kind of said it before, is that it's a great place to be. We have the best kids, the best staff, best leadership. Just keep doing our thing, and Once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.